money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this is the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You're gonna feel different.
Next one, Net Hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. So it's a blessing to be back in the black box, back off the road as we blow us a session. Even though we no longer blow these sessions, we're going to blow right through it. We keep it at Google as we ride the 7 C's. The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. And this LA thing is getting out of hand with this Chrisean Rock female and these local gangbangers, man. The Ruler Report. He's updating us. His actual title says, Whack 100 put a target on Chrisean Rock after pulling up on Blueface with 20 bloods. That's just crazy. It's just a crazy title. It's a crazy thing to realize that it's actually going on. And I just hope they get this together before, because this look like some real regular active LA shit over this. That's crazy.
I get dope, I take off. Before
the Ruler Report, Ruler Gang.
I take off.
According to Wack, Chrisean Rock might have placed herself in harm's way with some of the things she's been doing lately, but I lightweight feel like he may be signaling for a certain situation to take place by some of the things that he's saying. But before we get into that, let's see how we got here. Now, Chrisean Rock was actually doing a podcast or a YouTube video with a group of people when she referred to the Crips in a derogatory term, and it went viral. Check it out, though.
What you think
about Jiggy?
What's
Jiggy?
Trying to see, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, what you say?
All right, I be picking up Blanco.
Watch your mouth, Chrisean.
I did hear what I just thought I heard. She said that? Wow.
They be calling Crips.
Watch your mouth, Chrisean.
Oh my God.
Play that with Blueface, now with D-Mac.
D-Mac, why is you crying? I don't know nothing about the politics.
I ain't crying, but you know about us. You know about all the, politics. Don't play. Don't play.
Red nose.
I'm going to run into you again, too, up outside here, because I'm going viral. I'm going to run into you again. I'm going to question you. I'm like, damn, what's up with all that crap you was talking about? Damn, why you had to press the line on that young nigga? Yeah. You know, one of these days,
on his best,
sooner or later.
You homie, put my nigga in a cold position. You can't, like, you feel me? So he's trying to still be a good sport. Man, that's put him in a bad position, man. Shout out to Cuz.
What D-Mac did as him actually showing her grace, because some people would have crashed out on Chrisean right then and there. They wouldn't have cared that the cameras was rolling.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't care who say that would have been the appropriate thing. He would have looked stupid if he'd have crashed out, bro. He would look ignorant. It would have done nothing for his image, nothing for his hood, nothing for his gang. No one was hurt. Everybody noticed a big goofball, powder puff, dingy, dizzy, dewy broad. He did the right thing, that really act unbothered, check it, and act. Don't even let her think she really did something major. Just let her know she was out of line.
And I salute him for handling it the way that he handled it, because it could have went a totally different direction. Although, let's not get it twisted. D-Mac definitely told her that basically he was going to see her in another time, sooner or later.
But like Munchie couldn't tell him that. He'll never see him. But when 607 told him who was removing, he marked Munchie right out. That ain't Chrisean Rock. That nigga gang banged on you, banged his hood and dissed your gang. Jeez.
And he was going to question her about what she said during the filming of this video. Now, Chrisean tried to play stupid, talking about she's picking up different lingo, educate her and things like that. But at the end of the day, she knew exactly what she was saying. And he made sure to tell her, play with Blueface. Don't play with me like that. Because we all know that the reason why she's taking this direction, why she's taking this approach, is to basically insult Blueface. But at the same time, she's placed herself in a situation to where every Crip, not just LA, like some people are saying, but all over the country, are offended by the term that she used. Now, with that being said, she would take her disrespect as well as her plan with these street politics a step further. Now, according to many sources, including Whack 100, she showed up to a Zeus event with like 20 dudes from BPS, and allegedly they were turned down at the door. But the fact that she tried to show up with these individuals that Blueface actually dissed in the song he did when he first came home leads to another conversation.
It's been a long night. We had to go do that Zeus shit. The Chrisean showed up with 20 bloods at the door. But I think tonight was a real reality check for us.
Schoolyards run LA. School kid. We don't approve.
I gotta keep it a Google. I be trying to give cuz grace, but that's whole shit, to come home, diss some niggas on wax. As soon as they got action they know where you at, they pull up and you scared to engage. That's busterism gangbanging. That's Mark shit. That ain't no keyway shit. That's hook shit. Now, I know the difference between business and gangbanging. That's why you separate the two. When you get in the booth, you don't diss. Because once you push that button as a gangbanger, that ain't what you when you turn off. While Hold No 100 usually get in front of y'all, try to act like he the expert on how things should go and shouldn't go. This whole ass nigga should not have did no dissing. And then when the enemies come, you don't want to do nothing, bro. That's busterism. That's whole shit. I can't call it no other way. I've seen it before. Get on wax, diss niggas, they come get at you, niggas hop on the stand, lock the doors, close the doors, and then get on there and say schoolyards run LA. No, it seemed like the schoolyards was running in LA, running from the BPSs, was trying to see about what you was talking about. Y'all doing this gangbanging with the bumpers on. The fuck you mean? He trying to flip it. Nah, I didn't know that this was in response to him dissing them on that record at first. I thought he was up here handling his business. This broad was coming to the venue just trying to be messy with her new LA situation. I thought that was the bottom line. I forgot this nigga dissed they said. That's bunk ass gangbanging, homie. How you gonna run after you diss niggas on wax, fresh out, unprovoked, unnecessary? And when they pull up, it's, oh no, the schoolyards run LA. Then the schoolyard should have let them in and ran LA. Y'all ran.
Get in there.
I got all these police out here. Yeah, nigga on Bryson was at the front door. You got them not trying to let a nigga in. On Keystone, you got extra security, nigga.
Not only would the Bloods say that they denied them entry, but they also said they had security. They claimed that they had LAPD security on deck. Now, Whack 100 would say that he had 10 people sitting across the street watching the 20-some individuals.
He always got... Yeah, leave it to Whack. Yeah, we know.
At the door, waiting for the actual signal if anything was to pop off. You know, Whack claims that he has this team of 30 people at this event, and 20 of them walked inside the building with him. The other 10 were outside.
Now, everybody knows Whack tactics, but he knows absolutely nobody else tactics. We know how he moving, but I guess he think nobody else is moving strategically and not announcing their plan. He's announcing his plan. That lets you know how fake and bunk and boo-boo that plan is. Will nobody be announcing they get down. You just get down, especially if you're doing things stealthily or sneaky. You have people in the cut not wanting them to actually be detected. Why would you announce it to the world other than for clout? This shit is imaginary movie games he playing in his mind. If anybody was across the street in the cut looking, they was law enforcement.
On the perimeter, just in case something pop off. And in this case, people actually did pull up, but the individual outside claims they didn't see anybody but extra security and LAPD. But nevertheless, Chrisean Rock would take to her social media and start addressing some of the things that people were saying about her getting some type of gang conflict started by trolling Blueface with individuals from BPS.
Schoolyard. I was with the schoolyards before. We was living life together, making money, showing up in one place together. Cool. Y'all not used to sharing a platform if I ever split apart with y'all. Now, I'm not sharing my money. I'm not sharing my clout. I pull up with different niggas. Now I'm pulling up with the other side. I didn't know. I didn't set that up. I didn't know I was the blood, and then the blood is going to be affiliated.
Yeah, you ain't even know the niggas is just using her dizzy ass to get next to the man who dissed they hood on wax. I don't know how these niggas gang banging. That's how it go. Oh, yes, how you feel? We at the show. Open the door. When you say no, that make you the hoe. They not giving a fuck about no Chrisean. Oh, you can get us right next to the nigga. We on there on Bloods. She's so bozo. It ain't really got nothing to do with her. He dissed. I'm glad I see it better now. He dissed. With or without her, they was going to try to be there and holler. She was just a vehicle to get there.
It was beefing with the different hoods. My nigga don't even got a problem with Blueface. You feel me? But it's like Blueface want that issue for some.
Bullshit. Your dude name indicates he have a problem with Blueface and every other keyword. And if you so slow not to know what type of environment you're in or the temperature of the moment, baby, if when Blueface made that song and dissed they hood, they wasn't coming up there to party with you. They wasn't happy to be in that building with you. Your dude and his homies was coming up there because he definitely has a problem with Blueface. Not over you. He not tripping over you, but he got a problem with Blueface, baby.
Odd reason. It don't got nothing to do with the streets because he's talking about on schoolyard. How you banging your set and your set is saying come to the hood to get DP? Like, you feel me? I see if we came and we was going to go see a nigga perform. Like, okay, why did I pull up?
To be honest, man, we know why you pulled up. We know why you came with the individuals that you came with. Whack 100 would say something that caught my ear. And this was prior to the Adam and Whack show. Earlier this week, Whack 100 would say that Chrisean Rock may eventually be picked up for the unaliving of the guy who was running around saying that he was her baby dad, Ronnie.
What?
Look, bro, there's gonna come a day where one of them little niggas gonna get caught and they're gonna use her as a get out of jail free card and they're gonna arrest Chrisean for the murder of Ronnie.
Is he just implicating her in a murder? He just like Munchy Crunchy and Loose Coochie Lips. We know he is, but it's just so fluently. He just suggested to the federales that's watching this internet that eventually some little boys are going to have something to say that's going to incriminate and implicate Chrisean Rock in the murder of the boy Ronnie. This is what Wack just said. The feds who may not be aware of that being a potential possibility are definitely probably glad he said that and putting them on the right path. That's crazy.
What? Believe that. That's a fact. One of these little, just like they did Jimmy Henchman, didn't nobody know until the got booked on one thing and they told the police. Yeah, it's on.
Who's okay? Where do we get the basis for this statement to even associate her with the dudes that may or may have not been affiliated with this? How is he exposing this? Is this common knowledge? What is he talking about? Who knows Chrisean to be affiliated with the killers? I'm confused.
Only one way to control that, and Italians showed you how to do that. And our politic ain't that deep. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got to knock down the knockdowner. That's it. And really, the only way you could be thorough with that is you got to be the knocking down the knockdowner. She pressed charges on Ronnie that day. So that week, Ronnie had a court date with Chrisean Rock on Friday for the charges she pressed on Ronnie. Ronnie tells them on Monday, yeah, I got you, you stupid. You ain't smarter than me. Now that we gonna be in court, I can serve you the DNA subpoena, right? He said, I don't give a fuck about the case you filed on me. I got you right there. I'm gonna have them served in front of the judge. It lands Wednesday morning. This court date is supposed to be Friday that she got on Ronnie. Wednesday night, Ronnie dead in his driveway.
And Wack damn sure gave a lot of detail on this situation. I mean,
he trying to paint the picture for the prosecution. That's crazy.
And he knew when she landed in Baltimore, what day she was supposed to go to court, as well as the day that Ronnie passed away. I guess it being the same day or later on that night after she landed in Baltimore. I mean, he knew a lot of details about allegedly what took place. You know, there's other players involved, and the people who she may have paid to do this may get arrested and tell on her. I mean, and keep in mind though, we still talking about an unsolved case. This is an open case. So, like, although he's saying this online and he just casually talking about it, this is something that hasn't been, like, nobody's been charged in this situation yet. And at this particular time, I don't even know legally if Chrisean is a suspect in the passing of Ronnie. I probably will have to do my due diligence and do a little research and try to find out if that,
if she ain't, she will be whack. Keep talking.
May be the case. But at this particular time, she's a suspect in Whack 100's eyes, according to his own words, which is crazy because, again, this is an open case. But with that being said, though, this Chrisean conversation about Blueface and her showing up with Bloods and a lot of other things actually carried on to No Jumper during the Adam and Wax show.
This clip of basically like a salty Baldwin Village member standing outside the club, not able to get in the club, and allegedly the story was that Blueface was like coming into the club and he told them, don't let that dude in.
Cap.
And then there was another story, and I'm trying to figure out.
All right, so if that's not what happened, I'm gonna take back all the Buster Hook bunk cripping shit. But if that is indeed what happened, it stands.
They're the same story that Chrisean showed up with 20 Bloods trying to get into the club.
So this how it goes.
Is it? But are those the same night?
Same night.
Okay.
Blue, they told me, yo, they want me to do this, that. I said, all right, I'm gonna put it together. So, you know, I rallied up the troops. I didn't tell nobody I was coming.
Okay.
So we come in through the back.
Yeah, we through with him, man. I cannot stomach cuz. Y'all want to see the rest? Going over there to the ruler report. You could just tell he lying when he opened his mouth. So happy to be affiliated with anybody from Los Angeles. He's a nut rider. He's
As to count 2 in that case, felonious assault, a felony of the 2nd degree, it is ordered that the defendant shall serve a term of 2 years in prison on that count. As to count 3 of that case, the robbery, which is also a felony of the 2nd degree, the court orders that the defendant shall serve a term of 2 years on that count as well.
Snakewood and that puzzle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.